Hello students, welcome to all on my YouTube channel New Vision Physics Academy. Myself Amol Palve coming with a new video from the chapter Rotational Dynamics on the topic rolling motion. Before this, request to all those students who watch this channel first time or this video first time who visit my channel first time, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get the notification of new videos. So before wasting much more time, let's start rolling motion, a very easy phenomenon from rotational dynamics, some formulas related to rolling motion. So let's start rolling motion. So rolling motion, see here, this is a inclined plane on which a football is moving downwards. This motion is rolling motion. In the case of pure rolling, two motions are undertaking simultaneously. First one is circular motion and second one is linear motion. Means when an object performs rolling motion, purely rolling motion, then rolling motion actually is the combination of two motions, circular motion and linear motion. First, circular motion of the body as a whole about its own symmetric axis, and second, linear motion of the body assuming it to be concentrated at its center of mass. याचा अर्थ असा आहे की जेव्हा एखादा ऑब्जेक्ट रोलिंग मोशन परफॉर्म करेल तेव्हा ऍक्च्युली तो रोलिंग मोशन परफॉर्म करताना दोन प्रकारच्या मोशन परफॉर्म करतो. एक असते सर्क्युलर मोशन जी त्याच्या सिमेट्रिक ऍक्सिसच्या भोवती असते आणि दुसरी रोलिंग मोशन जी त्याच्या सेंटर ऑफ मास भोवती असते. डायग्राम मध्ये आपण बघू शकतो की एक इन्क्लाइंड प्लेन आहे आणि त्याच्यावर एक फुटबॉल आहे. जर हा फुटबॉल आपण खाली रिलीज केला तर तो रोलिंग मोशन परफॉर्म करेल. रोलिंग मोशन मध्ये तो सर्क्युलर मोशन पण परफॉर्म करेल आणि रोटेशनल लिनियर मोशन पण परफॉर्म करेल. बघा याच्यामध्ये इन अदर वर्ड्स, in rolling motion center of mass perform purely translational motion. सी डायग्राम मध्ये बघू कशी ट्रान्सलेशनल मोशन आहे. बघा हा फुटबॉल जो आहे तो खाली येताना त्याची डिस्प्लेसमेंट ही टॉप पोझिशन पासून ते बॉटम पोझिशन पर्यंत फुटबॉल जो मूव्ह होतोय ती लिनियर मोशन आहे आणि खाली मूव्ह होताना फुटबॉल जर तुम्ही ऑब्झर्व केला तर स्वतः भोवती तो स्पिनही होतोय, म्हणजे तो तिथं रोलिंग सर्क्युलर मोशन सुद्धा परफॉर्म करतोय. म्हणून when in the case of pure rolling, two motions undertaking simultaneously, circular motion and linear motion. So center of mass performs purely translational motion in case of rolling motion. Now next, the object possesses two types of kinetic energies while performing rolling motion, that is rotational kinetic energy and translational kinetic energy. As in pure rolling motion, there are two types of motion, circular or rotational motion and translational motion. So the object which perform rolling motion possess two types of kinetic energies, rotational as well as translational. Sum of these two kinetic energies, that is rotational kinetic energy plus translational kinetic energy, is the total energy of the object. So consider here, if I is the moment of inertia of an object which performs rolling motion, v is the linear speed of the center of mass of the object, r is radius of rolling body or object, omega is angular speed of rotation of the body, then m mass of the body, k is radius of gyration of the body, then total kinetic energy of rolling body is the addition of two kinetic energies, that is translational kinetic energy plus rotational kinetic energy. So total kinetic energy of rolling body is the addition of translational plus rotational kinetic energy. We know the translational kinetic energy is 1 by 2 mv square and rotational kinetic energy is 1 by 2 I omega square. So total energy, if the total kinetic energy of rolling body is E, then translational kinetic energy 1 by 2 mv square plus rotational kinetic energy 1 by 2 I omega square. So that is equal to, here if we put omega here, if we put instead of omega, we know in circular motion v is equal to r omega, so omega is equal to v upon r here, and according to radius of gyration, moment of inertia is equal to mk square. So in rotational motion, I is equal to mk square and omega is equal to v upon r. We put here these two values. If we rearrange it, then 1 by 2 mv square is common, and a 1 plus k square upon r square is remaining in the bracket. So the total kinetic energy of rolling body is 1 by 2 mv square in bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. Static friction, note down one thing, for a rolling motion, static friction is essential here, and those which body performs rolling motion? Limited body performs rolling motion, like spherical object which rolled down, that bodies only perform rolling motion. Means square body cannot perform rolling motion because it is not rolled over other body or over the surface. So in case of purely rolling motion, static friction is essential. So here we get one formula here, E, that is the total energy in rolling of a rolling body, that is 1 upon 2 mv square in bracket 1 plus k square upon r square. Now linear acceleration and speed while pure rolling down an inclined body. Linear acceleration and speed of a body which is performing purely rolling motion or which is rolling down over an inclined plane. So consider this is the inclined plane and this body is rolling down here. Initially this body is at the top and finally after some time this is at the bottom. Now figure shows a rigid object of mass m and radius r. This is the rigid object of mass m and radius r rolling down an inclined plane but without slipping. Because if the body slip, then it cannot perform rolling motion. So here the body is rolling down without slipping. Now suppose here this body is rolling down through the distance. This body is rolling down through distance s, and this inclined plane is at, initially that plane is at height h. So if considered it as a right angle triangle, then h is equal to s sine theta. So this body is rolling over here, so this track, this path is s, and we know when body roll down, then body performs two motion, rotational motion and translational motion. So linear motion, in translational or linear motion, the displacement of the body is s here, and according to that, this, if we considered it as a right angle triangle, then this h is equal to s sine theta if theta is this. Inclination of the plane with the horizontal is theta, so h is equal to s sine theta here. Now as the object starts rolling down, so when this object starts rolling down, its gravitational potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. So here, why the object has gravitational potential energy? Because at highest point the object is at rest. If the object is at rest, means it has potential energy. The object is at rest means velocity is zero, means kinetic energy is zero. So the gravitation, when the object is rolling down, the gravitational potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. So starting from rest, let v be the speed of the center of mass as the object comes down through a vertical distance h. So here, if this body, if this center of mass, means the body, if the speed of that center of mass or the body which rolled down, whose speed is v, then whose speed is v, then the object come down through vertical distance h. So h is the vertical height here, and from that height that object is rolled down. Now we know E is equal to 1 upon 2 mv square plus 1 upon 2 I omega square. That is the total energy of the object. Now here E is equal to 1 by 2 mv square plus 1 by 2 I omega square. Here we put omega is equal to V upon R and I is equal to mk square. So rearranging it, we get the total energy 1 by 2 mv square in bracket 1 plus k square upon R square. Now the gravitational potential energy, initially the body is at rest, so potential energy at height h is mgh. So the total energy of body at height h is mgh, and which is equal to 1 upon 2 mv square in bracket 1 plus k square upon R square. Now here from this, if we rearrange it, we get V is equal to under root 2 gh upon 1 plus k square upon R square, because both are mass of the bodies, so m get cancelled. Though here capital and small m is here, but this is the mass of body, same quantity is here, so get cancelled, and if we rearrange it, we get V is equal to under root 2 gh upon 1 plus k square upon R square. So this is the velocity of body which is rolling from an inclined plane. So this is the expression for linear velocity of a body performing rolling motion, or which is rolled down from the inclined plane. Now linear distance traveled along the plane is s is equal to h upon sine theta, because we know h is equal to s sine theta. So from that, s is equal to h upon sine theta. Now during this distance, the linear velocity has increased from 0 to v, because we know the total gravitational potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Means at the top position, the body is at rest, means velocity is 0, and at the bottom, that potential energy is converted into kinetic energy, means the maximum velocity of that body is there. So during this distance, during the total distance s, the linear velocity changed from 0 to v. If a is the linear acceleration of along the plane, then we by using kinematical equation 2as is equal to v square minus u square, where a is linear acceleration, a is distance or path, v is final velocity, and u is initial velocity. Therefore 2a as distance is h upon sine theta is here is equal to v is here, from here under root 2 gh upon 1 plus k square upon R square. So v square is there, so square root is removed, and initially the body is at 0, so u is equal to 0. So from this we get a is equal to g sine theta upon 1 plus k square upon R square. So this is the linear acceleration of body performing rolling motion, that is a is equal to g sine theta upon 1 plus k square upon R square. Once again, for pure sliding, if without friction the sliding rolling motion is there, if a body is rolled down, then friction is there. But if on inclined plane, if friction is not there, then the body is sliding. And for purely sliding without friction, the acceleration is g sine theta, and the final velocity is under root 2 gh. Means if friction is there, then this 1 plus k square upon R square, this factor is not included here. But in case of rolling motion, this 1 plus k square upon R square, that factor is compulsory. So here this under root 2gh, हा अंडर रूट 2gh फॉर्म्युला केव्हा यूज करणार, ज्या वेळेस फ्रिक्शन नसेल आणि बॉडी रोल नव्हता, स्लाइड जर होत असेल, तर अशा वेळेस अंडर फ्री ग्रॅव्हिटी द फॉर्म्युला इज अंडर रूट 2gh. But when rolling motion is there, the formula is under root 2gh upon 1 plus k square upon R square is there. Now some conditions are there related to this formula, so some remarks are there. So first remark, for a rolling object, if the expression for moment of inertia is of the form of n mr square, the numerical factor n gives the value of k square upon R square for that object. First condition, if for a rolling object, कुठलाही जर रोलिंग ऑब्जेक्ट असेल, जो रोल होऊ शकतो असा ऑब्जेक्ट असेल, आणि त्या ऑब्जेक्टच्या मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शियाचा फॉर्म्युला जर n इंटू एम आर स्क्वेअर असा असेल, तर त्या फॉर्म्युल्यामध्ये जो n हा फॅक्टर येतोय तो k स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअरची व्हॅल्यू असते त्या ऑब्जेक्टसाठी. एक्झाम्पल प्रमाणे बघूया. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, फॉर अ युनिफॉर्म सॉलिड स्फिअर, I is equal to 2 upon 5 mr square, that is equal to mk square. Now here this formula is in the form of n into mr square, where n is what, 2 upon 5. So in this case the k square upon r square is equal to 2 upon 5. So first point is what? कुठल्याही रोलिंग ऑब्जेक्टचा जर मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शियाचा फॉर्म्युला हा एन इंटू एम आर स्क्वेअर असेल तर एन ही के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअरची व्हॅल्यू असते. मग पहिला आपण रोलिंग ऑब्जेक्ट घेतला सॉलिड स्पिअर. सॉलिड स्पिअर मध्ये एम आर स्क्वेअरला मल्टिप्लायर काय 2 अपॉन 5 म्हणजे एन ची व्हॅल्यू किती आहे 2 अपॉन 5 आहे. सो फ्रॉम दिस वी कॅन से दॅट फॉर uniform solid sphere k square upon r square is equal to 2 upon 5. Similarly, k square upon r square is equal to 1 for a ring or a hollow cylinder. K square upon r square is equal to 1 upon 2 for a uniform disc or a solid cylinder. K square upon r square is equal to 2 upon 3 for a thin walled hollow sphere. सो याप्रमाणे जर आपण यांचे फॉर्म्युले घेतले तर के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर रिंग साठी 1 येईल किंवा हॉलो सिलेंडर साठी 1 येईल. के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर युनिफॉर्म डिस्क किंवा सॉलिड सिलेंडर साठी 1 अपॉन 2 येईल आणि के स्क्वेअर अपॉन आर स्क्वेअर हे 2/3 येईल फॉर थिन वॉल्ड हॉलो स्पियर. नाउ सेकंड रिमार्क इज दॅट व्हेन अ रॉड रोल्स इट इज ऍक्च्युअली अ सिलेंडर दॅट इज रोलिंग. जेव्हा एखादा रॉड जर रोल होत असेल तर तो रॉड नसतो, तो ऍक्च्युअली काय सिलेंडर आहे जे रोलिंग सिलेंडर आपण त्या रॉडच्या ऐवजी कन्सिडर करू शकतो. अँड थर्ड पॉइंट, व्हाईल रोलिंग द रेशो ऑफ ट्रान्सलेशनल कायनेटिक एनर्जी टू द रोटेशनल कायनेटिक एनर्जी टू टोटल कायनेटिक एनर्जी इज. व्हाईल रोलिंग बॉडी द रेशो ट्रान्सलेशनल कायनेटिक एनर्जी as to rotational kinetic energy as to total kinetic energy is. So this ratio is 1 as to k square upon r square as to 1 plus k square upon r square. So translational kinetic energy is 1 here, rotational kinetic energy is k square upon r square here, and total kinetic energy is 1 plus k square upon r square here. Now for example, for a hollow sphere k square upon r square is equal to 2/3. Suppose take a one example. Consider for hollow sphere k square upon r square is equal to 2/3. Then thus for rolling hollow sphere the ratio of translational kinetic energy upon rotational kinetic energy upon total kinetic energy is, now the ratio of these three is 1 as to 2 upon 3 because k square upon r square is 2 upon 3 as to 1 plus 2/3, that is here 1 plus 2/3 means 5/3, and if we simplify it we get 3 as to 2 as to 5. So from this the ratio of translational kinetic energy upon rotational kinetic energy upon total kinetic energy, that ratio is calculated here for hollow sphere, and that ratio is 3 as to 2 as to 5. So percentage wise if we study that ratio is, then percentage wise 60% of its kinetic energy is rotational and 40% is rotational kinetic energy. So 60% of its kinetic energy is translational energy and 40% is rotational energy. According to this, for a hollow sphere the total energy out of total energy of hollow sphere 60% energy is kinetic and 40% is rotational. So this is about rolling motion. Hope you understand the rolling motion, various formulas for the rolling motion. If you have any difficulty regarding the rolling motion, then please comment me, or today we create a new WhatsApp group. You can tell me on the WhatsApp group also if you have any difficulty. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and watch the full video. Thank you.